Hey guys. So, are you ready to start a business, but you don't want to spend hundreds of dollars in unnecessary services? I got you. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down how you can start an LLC in the state of Alaska for free. Well, almost for free. You'll still need to pay the state fees because Uncle Sam wants his cut, okay? But you won't have to pay a third party service to do something that you can easily do for yourself, okay? I'm going to walk you guys through the exact steps you need to file, how to get the instructions to file so you can file your LLC the right way so you can keep more money in your pocket while you get this business up and running ASAP, okay? So grab your notepad and hit that like, share, as well as subscribe button, and let's get into it. First things first, guys. The first thing is I want you guys to know that you are in the right place. So this is actually how the website for the Secretary of State in Alaska looks when you're trying to file an LLC. So from the home screen, you want to go to business and you want to select business, and it's going to take you to the business section of the website. Okay. The next step that you're going to do is go to corporations. Now we're in corporations, and by the way, just so you know, once you file for your LLC, you also have to file a report biannually. So this is where you would go to do that as well. Okay, so we're going to go to forms by entity type. We're going to scroll down and we're going to go to limited liability company. Now, if your business is inside of Alaska, you're going to hit domestic. If you're another business, if you're a business coming outside of Alaska, you're going to hit foreign. Right now, we're just going to do a domestic LLC. Now, what I like to do is actually go for the instructions first so I can know what to expect. So the first thing I'm going to go do is look for the instructions, the PDF. This way I know how much I have to pay to file. It gives you instructions on how all the things that you're going to need, such as the operating agreement, and that the operating agreement is not required to be filed in this office. So that's something that is beneficial for you to know, right? Also, it says that the name of the liability company, the limited liability company, must contain the words limited liability company or L.L.C or LLC. So do you see how this instructional information before you start your LLC could be helpful? I'm going to keep going. Another thing you're going to need is disclosure of your corporate purposes. So they want to make sure that it's lawful, in addition to the fact that you have a NAICS code and that the NAICS code doesn't conflict with the purpose listed. It gives you information about the NAICS code right here. It also tells you that you're going to need a registered agent. And the registered agent must be an individual who is a resident of Alaska or a corporation of Alaska that's registered in good standing with this office, with the Secretary of State's office of Alaska, right? The registered agent is statutorily responsible for receiving and forwarding and processing notice or demands on the last known address of the entity. The registered agent, guys, just so you know, it's basically an entity that of your choosing. So you choose who your registered agent is. And basically, they just serve you papers in the event that you have something like, God forbid, a lawsuit. The registered agent just serves you the papers in the event that something lawful happens. They want to be sure that you actually have access to whatever papers that may be served. The next thing you need to know, guys, is the management. So an LLC may be managed by members or managed by managers. So there will be no managers and at least one member, okay? So this is something and information that you would need to know before filing, okay? It says here optional provisions. You'll also need the signatures, okay? And if you want to mail it, it's $250, and this is where you'll mail it to. And in the instructions, it also gives you the processing time. So you'll know, because in some states, they process it right away. But in other states, it takes a few days, right? So it's saying here that in order to complete the submitted application, the office can take between 10 to 15 days in order for your application to be reviewed, received, and filed with the office. Another thing that you need to know that's in the instructions is the fact that after you file your articles of organization, you have to go back and visit the corporation section and file the initial report for this entity. And I'm going to show you guys exactly where to find that. So we're going to go back to the business section, the corporation section. We're going to scroll down to domestic. And right here, it says initial report online. So you're going to click onto this and file. It says file after creation. Okay. So this is exactly what they want you to file once you've created your articles of incorporation. It also tells you in the instructions where to go to file if you need to file for a professional license, how to get a professional license. If you need to file for a business license, it says that a business license is required for a new entity. So it gives you the link in order to file for the business license after you've completed your articles of incorporation and file for your LLC. And it also says that the Alaska corporate net income tax, every corporation earning gross incomes from sources within the state, except for those corporations that are specifically exempt, must file a corporation net tax return. So now do you guys see why it's so important to get the instructions first so you know ahead of time? Life is all about preparation, right? Now, when you go on to file your actual articles of incorporation, whether it be by mail or online, which is quicker, you have the details of the things that you're going to need before you file. Before I go, I want to give you guys some details about what the actual application looks like. So again, $250 is the filing fee at this current time. The operational agreement does not have to be filed with this office at this time. You have to have an LLC name, the purpose, the NAICS code. Remember, we went over all of this stuff because the instructions gave it to us, right? The physical address, the mailing address, the zip code. If it's the type of management that you're going to have, if it's managed by members or by a manager. Remember, we went over that in the instructions. The signatures, as well as the contact information sheet. They want to know who to contact in the event that something happens, and a method of payment. So a credit card. In this case, this is the credit card form. In this video, I'm going to also show you guys how to actually search the corporation database in the state of Alaska in order to make sure that your business's name is not taken. In order to do that, we're going to go back to that same corporations page on the website. And then we're going to go to search corporation database. Here, we're going to enter the name that you want to start your business with. Make sure that you're not a robot. We're going to put in all the cars or whatever type of selection it gives. Sometimes it gives trees. And we're going to hit continue. And as you can see, here's a list of all the businesses that contain Happy. Now, if you want to start a business, but you don't know where to start, you don't have a business idea, and you don't exactly know what type of business you should be starting, be sure to grab my Build the Business You Love course that teaches you guys mindset, how to start a business. It also teaches you guys how to get funding for your business and how to get a business plan built with AI. Be sure to click the description below. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.